Let's get back into some Rocket League after all that ping pong shenanigans. Now, I've been playing some hoops on my last Rocket video. I don't know why I'm saying video that many times. Just meant to say it once. But we're playing hoops again. This time we're doing Rumble mode. Now, Rumble mode is unorthodox and it's my favorite. Like, how would you not want to play with awesome power-ups? Except for this tornado. The tornado, well, I guess I kind of have to like it. It's kind of unorthodox. It's very unpredictable on where it's going to send the ball. And I love using it to frustrate my opponents because they're like, I flew in your tornado. Now I can't figure out where I'm going. But of course, I'm just playing against the bots because I'm not terribly decent at Rocket League. So I got to tell myself if I play against the bots in unfair mode that there's more of them, so it must be a challenge, right? And look at that. They blew me up, but I had a spikes. So I was planning that route out, just taking the ball right up in there to the goal. And here I miss. And then he gets spikes, but luckily I got it right back. And just in the nick of time, right before I ran out of spikes, man, just drive it right up the side of the arena and just slam dunk it right in. And I think the announcer says slam dunk like every time you score, but that's like the only true slam dunk I think you could do in this, unless you're doing like an aerial hit and you're like coming down onto the ball. Otherwise it's just a jump shot, or a jump hit, or it's just a hit and it soars through the air and goes into the hoop sometimes. Now, for the hoop being so big, you would think that it's a lot easier to score, but it's actually not. Like it looks like, that'd be no problem, but the way like the ball just bounces all over the place, like, I don't know, it just seems like you really have to get it on point to get it into that massive hoop. Like, think about it. A real life basketball hoop is not that much bigger than a basketball, yet these hoops are like, what do you think? Maybe 7 or 8 times the size of this ball. Like, you could probably fit 8 of these balls side by side in, like, next to each other in this hoop. But, it's whatever. We're trying to score. We have a 1-goal lead. Usually by now I'd probably be losing, but I'm getting the hang of using the keyboard. And am I using the mouse? No, I'm only using the keyboard. That's what it is. That's what's so absurd about it is I'm only using the keyboard, which I think other people use a mouse, but I'm just like guessing, so I really have no idea. But here we go. They tie it up, and now I'm getting a little screwed because I'm like, they're hitting it into my court. Well, luckily I got that full 100 boost, and we'll see what power up we get here. Oh yes, I love this one. Like, the power to blow up your enemies and to hit the ball and have like no sense of accuracy on where it's gonna go. That's just amazing. But then I run out at the inopportune time, right before I hit the ball, and run out of that, which is fine because I'm just gonna mosey on over here. Ooh, the freeze. Now here, I was just trying to play around. I was trying to freeze the ball before it went into the hoop. And if you look at the replay, I think I did, but like, it's like I froze it, but the ball like still moved another like little bit, or maybe it was already in the goal, so they don't let you do that. But I was like, I just want the ball just be stuck partially out of the goal, but frozen. So I have to wait on my goal a little bit, but the bots can do absolutely nothing unless they're like super creative and go underneath the hoop and try to like hit it out, which I already know they're not going to do. They just want to blow me up. And this punch, I'm decent with the punch, but that's what my problem is. When I use the punch, I'm like flying across the screen. And what I need to do is just go straight at the ball if I want to have a straight hit. But I don't do that. I'm just like, I'm just going to drive around, I'll punch it here, and Like that makes it really hard to time when you're moving in a direction perpendicular to the direction of the ball. And the grapple, it was kind of close. But it's no problem. We got a minute to go. I'm up by a goal. They're looking for that equalizer, but I'm looking for that lead. And why did I do that? That was a goal. That was a goal, but I thought that I could make it more epic with the hook. And now I just missed the completely, but they just hooked me up. Well, I guess that was going to go in. It was just going to float in, but they're like, let's have him score that quicker. Thank you all. I think they both had a grapple. Well, that's nice. Just make sure that ball goes in like 3,000%. All of our combined efforts. And then a kickoff goal, or should I say shot because it's basketball? Yeah, sure. So kickoff shot. Perfect, man. Perfect. Like right in the center of the hoop even. Swish. Like, when you swish a basketball in real life and it's just, in that time you do it, it sounds so crisp. Like sometimes it doesn't sound like anything at all because it's like the ball like barely touched the net, but when it hits the back of the net and kind of the net has to push it out, it's such a crisp sound. It's just like swish. Well, not really like moving air, but you know what I mean. If you've ever made a swish, which not everybody has, it's kind of hard to do. And I'm talking about from 3-point range. I'm not talking about some stand right in front of the hoop like my friends do when we're playing horse. Like, oh, I'm just gonna make layups and hope you miss. I'm like, nah, dude, let's shoot 3-pointers in horse because that's way more fun. Or half-court shots, maybe even full-court shots. But anyways, thank you for watching. 1v3 Rumble will be out soon.